Hey y'all, what's up? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing great. Happy new moon, right? In Aries. So we've got the start of something really magical, of course, happening. There's of course only 13 new moons, so they all matter, right? As everything does. So let's go ahead and get started. We're got a lot to cover. I can already feel the magic as I was getting ready for this oracle. Going into a busy time of year. So, those of you that don't know, my family owns a food truck. My husband and I own an all Greek food truck. And so, been working on the truck, which is why I got this beautiful hat on. Hey, girl, what's up? But yeah, I'm super excited. And with all this energy, let's talk collectively. We knew when we got together 2 weeks ago for the full moon, we got a lot of information about all these activations. And I've been holding these cards on my desk, and this is what's coming for us. All these shifts and turns and all this other stuff is just like so amazing. Yeah, it's perfect. Wonder Woman. So, this is where we're going into alignment. Okay. So, just know a 1, 2, 3 on the clock. What? And that's going to be relative for those of you with pile number two. Let me tell you. So, anyway, collectively, this is where we're going. We're going to be seeing this emergence of some Lemurian codes. This is what's in front of us because we had that collective Earth Star activation, and now we're bringing things into integration. What happens below is going to come up and happen above. And there's this pathway, there's this arc, there's this relationship to the soul star chakra. Hey, Deb. Hey. Okay. Hey, shout out to my Rainbow Bridge class people. Thanks for being here, guys. And I do want to say the good work's coming, Deb. Okay. Yeah, we're 3 weeks into our Rainbow Bridge class, which is so amazing, into our new class. And so it's great to see you guys here. Okay. So what else did I want to mention? So yeah, we're going through the soul star. So what is the soul star? It doesn't, it's up here, it's right above your crown, but really what it's all about is it's the connection with you, with your soul, with your higher self, with spirit, with everything. And so this is an expansion for all of us. It's a really beautiful time as we all can enjoy in different parts of the spectrum. I want you to think about the spectrum like a pendulum going back and forth. There are different points on the spectrum, which is exactly what each of us is in need of. And isn't that just so beautiful? So we've got this incredible, oh my gosh, when I tell you, this is just such a mystical reading today. I'm really super excited to do this just with what I was led to share with you today, and also just like where we're at. So it just feels like such a great time. So I'm really happy that you found your way here. 333. Now, isn't this interesting? Because that's for another pile. I'm getting all these angel numbers coming through when I'm looking at the clock. Okay, so this badger is coming in, and badgers are notoriously known to be super aggressive. Okay. And in fact, some badgers have been labeled literally the fiercest animals on the planet. They have determination, they have conviction, and they're super smart. They're super duper smart. Okay. So we're going to talk about that, but let's talk real quick, just a couple things that all the badgers have in common. Okay, first of all, they'll really they're really great for the environment because they'll do anything. Like they step into the roles. How can I say this? Those of you that find yourself here, you adapt. You adapt as you go. So the badger is like that. And this is really talking about you light workers, okay? There's this adaptation process, this detachment. Everything's going to work out. And so how the badgers work is they're burrowers. Burrowers. So they dig. They're diggers and they burrow. And but they don't have to. Like a beaver's like, I must build my house. I must build my house. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like the badger is a little bit different. He'll go ahead and bunk up, with some porcupines or with some fox or with some bunnies. Okay. So they'll bunk up, they'll get clever and use, caves. So that, different things. So they really adapt. So that word's coming up for this week. Actually, not just for this week, for this moon cycle. So from this new moon to the next new moon, this is like the beginning of the messages from the animal wisdom, and they're just going to build. I'm just getting a really beautiful flow because there's so much happening this next moon cycle. It's like really hard to believe that in just a few weeks we're going to be going through eclipses, and that's just major endings and major transformations. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. So that's one thing that all the badgers have in common. They also have, not as like super cute to talk about, but the reason that they're seen to be so aggressive is, well, truly, they only get on the defense when they're attacked. Okay. So it's just like, and that's really a message to really all of us to not only to adapt and to kind of go with the flow and to trust our instincts and to allow ourselves to receive. Okay, these are the messages coming in with the badger. um, but we're also, on the flip, what are we holding on to too tightly? How can we squeeze out of different situations in a unique way? How can we, you know how can we learn to expand, right, on those things that are coming up? The badgers are born blind, perfect for this new moon. So we're in this like darker situation, and it's going to grow in illumination over the next several weeks. And but we don't need to see. We don't need to see. We can feel, and smell is really coming up. So this next week, especially as the energies, we're all in a different place. But if the energies are really catching you, one of the biggest tips that I think coming through this week that I think you'll really enjoy is to slow things down through smell. Okay, candles, get your incense going, get your warmers. How about saging the house? What a beautiful time to start a new cycle and to sage what was, to step into what is. Okay, so that those are all just different things coming up. Okay, so that's what's kind of coming up collectively. And what I was saying with the badgers is they have something unique on their rump, and it is kind of like a skunk. They can create a scent, and this is a great way that they are so powerful against really everyone, and they're notorious. So hermit hermit mode is definitely coming coming on. So just know that these are all the different things that are coming forward this week for the next moon cycle. Okay. Now, right before I got ready to go live, we are using the crystals in one of the piles today. And I was getting ready, and I was all ready, and I've got my table all set up. And I look back, and there's these two cards left behind. Okay. Two cards left behind. And I was like, what the heck? And so we do have a message for the collective today. We've got a message from the clear quartz, number 56, which is the vibration of an 11 that we have aligned. This a clear quartz is an amplifier. So this is an amplified time to align to, some of our biggest wishes. And so I was called to read this to you. We hear the oversoul of this mandala speak to us. I know there's a gloss on there. There we go. Just take a look at this. And the oversoul speaks to us. And here's the channeled words from this author. Beloved one, welcome my light. Many ancient beings have taken the same journey as you. My attunement serves to release from deep within your cellular memory banks the wisdom gained in Atlantis and Lemuria that you placed in my keeping and was destined to be required in this lifetime. What was yours is ready for you to retrieve. What was lost will be restored. What was hidden will be recalled. Woo! Goose bumps. Okay. So we've got clear quartz coming up, which those of you that I mentioned in my Rainbow Bridge class know, because you've all received them at this point, is this we find this in every chakra. So it's just such a powerful message. And then the other card found is Isis quartz, number 50. And this was really, and it fell just like this. So this was first, and then this one. They were left behind just like this. And I want you to look at these two cards. It's such an interesting pattern, and it almost feels like an inverse, okay? What I mean by that is there's this shift, there's a similarity as the quartz is, found. They're both quartz, but it's a shift in the quartz. And this is really what's happening to us all. There's been a shift for all of us, and it's created this change, and we're integrating, okay? And we're going through an amplified time, and the Isis quartz is letting us know why. Why are we going through an amplified time? 11:11 on the clock. 11:11 on the clock, because Isis is. I mean, do you see it? Is the reflection. Holy moly! I'm just loving this because it just speaks so loudly to me. And there's this energy. You can see it like pushing to the center. Okay. And this is talking about six paths coming to the center, six different elements, the elemental kingdom and queendom aligning, coming to the center, coming to the forefront. And we're talking about the Egyptian timeline, the alchemy on that timeline, and how this is creating a shift throughout all of Mother Nature and all of her beautiful creatures, including the crystals. I mean, we can see what we're showing here. Okay. Oh, here, look at this. Beautiful. And the shift with the animals, the shift within us, the shift within our programs, our patterns, and our structure. So it is really like an exciting time. So I'm so happy you found yourself here. So here's the message from this card. And this card is all about being a star child. Oh, child of the universe, you have overcome seemingly insurmountable adversity to be here. You have mastered the qualities of patience and perseverance. What was invisible to you will now become visible. What was unseen will become seen. Unfold your radiance, star child, as another fragment of your light body. Oh my God, just full goosebumps. Another fragment of your light body has been brought home to you. Within you find your voice codes, the incantations that were embedded deep within your being, protected until you would need them again. Your time has arrived. Let's get into it. This is going to be completely awesome. I'm loving the synergy. And hey, little shout out to this oracle right here. I did an oracle that's a pin post on this page, and I encourage you to go back. It's blowing my mind that back in December, much of what I'm sharing is really related to some of the things that we talked about in December that came up. Okay. And I'm going to refer to them today. So check that out to confirm how your March has been. Wow. And also to see what's up and coming for April. But the word collectively in that message is emerge. We are emerging into something brand spanking new, and we've been feeling it, and the time of alignment is right in front of us. The time of alignment is right in front of us. So let's get a move on. Let's start with the channeled message. Isn't this a great way to start? Are you guys loving this? So thank you for being here. Thank you for coming into my channel. Thank you for receiving this, message for all of us. Here's the channeled message, which ironically this week, yes, it's so great, isn't it, Billy? This week we have Archangel Raziel coming to the forefront. This is the first time Archangel Raziel has brought in the message of the animal wisdom. And this is also the first time I channeled the message before I knew what the animal was. And let me tell you, that was just an uncovering of beautiful magic. Okay. So here we go. Here is the message: shake, rattle, roll. Excuse me. Shake, rattle, and roll. You did pass go. Collect your 200. Life is about a game of chance and choice. Rolls Royce. Better days ahead. Stay on the move. Find your groove, your slot. It's been a lot. Take your time, your shot. Take your time to take your shot. Sorry. If you don't always, if you always miss. Up for grabs. Okay, hold on. I'm having a hard time reading my own handwriting. Let me start over. I'm sorry, because this is like a flow. Shake, rattle, and roll. You did pass go and collect your 200. Life is but a game of chance and choice. Rolls Royce. Better days ahead. Stay on the move. Find your groove, your slot. It's been a lot. Time to take your shot. If you don't, you'll always miss. Up for grabs, bliss. A miss, the hiss, with true love's kiss. Opportunities arise, sunrise, surprise, for your eyes only. Ooh. And we have angel number 200 coming up. So let's share that message. This is just so gorgeous. Thank you to the angels for coming in to support us at this time, and which feels like, to me, like, where you at, y'all? Like, I am loving it. I am like, bring it on. It has been something, right? These last couple months, this last year. I mean, we could just go on and on and on. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull out my pendulum. You guys know I work with this because there's lots of messages here. So Archangel Raziel is here with us. Yes. Thank you, Archangel Raziel. Do you work for the light, the highest light? Can you show me which message you want me to share with the collective? Angel number 200. And so there's multiple meanings. I always use sacred scribes. And there's the first message, and that one as well. Okay, so we're going to read for here. This is what Archangel Raziel once shared. Now, Archangel Raziel is the ancient teacher. Okay, so this is ancient wisdom coming forward today, and I expect that it will create some insights for you. Angel number 200 is a message of divine timing. Well, of course it is. Trust your angels and the universe are working behind the scenes, and certain factors need to fall into place before desired results can come to a full fruition. Things are happening behind the scenes that will prove to be a great advantage to you in the near future. Even though you may not be experiencing these opportunities just yet, believe that they are on their way into your life right now. Your angels, they ask you to stay peaceful, positive, and patient in the interim. Have faith and trust in the divine. Listen to your intuition always. Angel number 200 may also be a message to display compassion, diplomacy, consideration, and ding, 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 adaptability. Hello to the Badger. Thank you, Badger. As you passionately serve others in your day-to-day life, it encourages you to be diplomatic, cooperative, and loving when relating to others. Your angels are encouraging you to pursue your life purpose and your soul mission with faith and trust in the divine. At this point in time, you are right where you're meant to be. Oh gosh, it hits me here. Thank you, Spirit. Open your heart and allow your angels to guide you to your next point on the staircase of life. Wow. Okay. This has been a great beginning. Let's go ahead and jump into our messages for today. Oh my goodness. we've got 3 different badgers. Or are they badgers? This is the interesting thing coming up today. Our first one is the honey badger. Let me share a couple things here. Okay, we've got the runes coming in, the archangels, and the ascended masters. We're talking about what I love that somebody else, I have my friend Haven. Shout out to you, Haven, if you catch this. And how they come in all the time when the ascended masters or the ancestors are hooking up with the orange archangels. It always comes in as the triple A, okay? Which means like there's a time like where you're feeling like you're having a breakdown or where you're feeling like things are falling apart. It's like it comes in just at the right place to let you know that you're not alone, and that in a lot of ways it could have been much worse. So that is my first message for you, honey bears. We are talking about abundance here. We are talking about surprises, as I literally heard, and this related to that message that I shared um, back in December. Okay, so first of all, pile number one, make sure you check out the collective message if you haven't already. Give me a like that you're here. Share this video if you love it so more light workers can see it. I keep forgetting everyone's listening to each one, so I got to put a little plug. All right, so we're talking about the honey badger here, which ironically is not really a badger. Go figure. They are seen as the most fearless animals on the planet. They have been known to attack leopards, lions, and if you see in the picture how big they are, they're about the size of a warthog. So that is just really telling you a lot. They're more closely related to weasels, and that's exactly what I heard. Pop goes the weasel. And I love how that matched when I went back earlier today. I love how that coordinated and came up in that oracle back in December. I was like, what? So cool. Um, but yes, these are technically not they're more closely related to the they look like the weasel, but actually they're more closely related to the wolverine, which is one of the most mystical animals on the planet. Okay. So that's definitely one to be sound. And then listen to this. After sharing the collective message, when honey badgers do choose to fight, they do a strong rattling sound. Okay. And the reason they also, I love this because this is talking about you and a person. This is a connection between you and a person. I feel it really strongly because, first of all, the honey badger works with the honey bird and they work together. It is an interesting relationship, as that's how smart the honey badger is. Follows the honey bird who calls to its friends and says, "Hey, here's some honey." The badger goes in and destructs the nest and always leaves some morsels for his honeybird friends, and the relationship continues. And so this is what oh wow. And so this is what is going on here. It's a connection between you and another person. Now, with those bees, I was telling in the collective message that the badgers, they all share this ability to kind of like throw out this stink, okay, kind of like a skunk, kind of. And what the honey badger does is they have a soporific effect. So they hypnotize or paralyze the bees. Isn't that crazy? Um, it's just so unbelievable. And they're open to really eating anything. The honey badger is one of the only badgers that is can eat snakes, and is the venom does not hurt them. And so we're talking about durability here. We're talking about unique. We're talking about, all these and smart, enormous brains. And in fact, the honey badger and some of the other badgers too, they have excess skin. And do you know they literally shape shift in their skin? Yes. So if being held here, that loose skin, they can like weasel themselves out, hence the weasel. And then they can and so then somebody's, instead of holding the neck of the badger, They're literally just holding the skin and they get themselves away. And that skin is as thick as a buffalo skin. So we're just, what are all these messages talking about for you? This is you, my friends. You're durable, thick skinned. You can do amazing things. You pay attention. You work in collaboration. You know, it's not just about you. You are plugged in. You have this incredible, you know, incredible connection with spirit is what I feel. Okay. I told you about the partnership. What else? Okay, so that's what they wanted me to share with you. And what I really love about this is the picture that came in for your reading. Okay. So look at this. We've got 3 on one side. We've got what I'm seeing as the pillars, and then 3 on the other side. 3, 1, 3. But within the 1 is a 4. It's a shift, okay? A shift in the structure, but it brings both of you and another person into balance. Let's find out. Okay? First, we're going to start with the runes. All right? You know, I have to say, I just feel so good being here. I just want to say thank you for being here because I feel amazing. Like when I go live on and do Oracle, I it's like so grounding for me. And I know I say that all the time, but I just want to say thank you so much for being here. And please come back because I don't want to lose this feeling. I love it. I love connecting with others. So look at this. Okay, first, this is our first rune. And it's so funny that I took it like this because look at, there was an obstacle. A little obstacle on your pathway, but I'm also hearing a hat. And I wore a hat today. Okay. Kind of looks like a witch's hat. Could that be your past? Let's find out. X marks the spot in the present. Are you ready for your gift? You've been through the challenges. I'm hearing you've been through the challenges where people thought you were something that you were not. A change in perspective changes everything. And so that's really going to come up in just a moment when I reveal which one that was. But what we have in the center is X marks the spot. And we're only going up from here. This is the energy surrounding you and this other person, you in this partnership, okay? This partnership, which the archangels support, which the ascended masters support. It involves challenge, durability, adaptability, thick skin. You know, this is something, y'all. This is something. So let's dive into those just a little bit more, those runes, because there's always messages. Let me go to my little cheat sheet. All right, that's just like my, intuitive message that came through on those. I always get this one. Okay, I wasn't sure. I always get this one confused, but this is called the Thuras, which is known as the thorn. This is in our past situation. We had a thorn, and if you think of a rose, okay, I'm thinking of the rose. Is that actually letting me know most of you that have found this are of the rose, which is a sisterhood, the divine feminine, and you had a thorn in your side, like literally, okay? But the gift is coming at this time. The gift is coming at this time. Because with every challenge, I'm hearing every rose has its thorn, just like every night, just like every night has its dawn, right? Okay. And every challenge has a gift. X marks the spot. This is where we are. And coming up, this is going to increase your vibration, your frequency. This is the warrior, okay? That's so funny. I am the warrior. I am the warrior. Okay, Pat Benatar, come on. All right. So, what are we talking about here? I believe there's a little bit of an extended message here. So, I'm going to run into each of these and look for a couple words that are going to stick out. And remember, this is all about what insights are you getting, right? This is the collaboration that we all have. Okay, the giant, the thorn. Okay, so these are some other words. Yeah, the giant, the thorn, it corresponds to Saturn. Okay, there's a big message there. I knew I needed to dig in here. Where's Saturn in your chart? I know it's in my eighth house. Ooh, mysterious. Where is it for you? Because the giant causes the sickness of women. Bad luck pleases nobody. And that's the truth. A big phrase in this house, happy wife, happy life. Okay. My husband's been married long enough to know that. So hopefully that gives you a little bit extra, insight on that. Let's look at the gift. Okay. Let's look at the gift. Now it's interesting because you might have looked at that and thought crossroads. Okay. And I think that really is interesting because I'm learning more and more and more about myself when it comes to the word crossroads, into really understanding that there really is no crossroads. There's no wrong direction. Okay. What it is just different experiences. But it's your time. It's your time. You're unfolding. We're not focused on that thorn. Okay. We're more unfolding. That unfolding of the rose is happening. And so it's time to claim the gift in the center. What's emerging as we have this unfolding, what's coming up for you, okay? And what I'm feeling here with this, and I know it's the warrior. Okay, let's go back to that gift, because there's a poem here. A gift returns to adorn the giver with greatness and honor. It helps and heartens those who have nothing. So if you're feeling that you're at a crossroads, like if that is really something that's touching you, what I'm getting here is to really step off that road and create your own pathway. Wow. Create your own pathway. Oh my goodness. I'm getting in my mind's eye a vision of, and I'm hearing roads. We don't need roads. Okay. But it's like if we put another pathway, it's like that is the star, that Isis that we were talking about, that star child. A star is born. What? Wow. Okay. This is, I mean, this feels very, there's this feeling I have that I'm having a hard time um, putting into words, but I feel before the end of the reading, I'm going to be able to do it for you. So, but it definitely feels magical. It feels big. It feels like you know what it feels like? Like not too good to be true, but just like awe. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so here we go. Oh, the warrior. Okay, we're talking about Mars. So isn't it interesting that we have Saturn and Mars on either side? Saturn and Mars on either side of the gift. The two. The two. I'm getting Venus. I'm getting Venetian energy here. Saturn and Mars. It's like you get to decide where you're going, and there's this correspondence. There's this energy, this burning away that's lifting your spirit up. Wow, this is a really gorgeous message. And it's is all about Tyre is the one-handed of the Azir, often has a smith to blow. Wow. And this and the Tyre is the god Tyre, the warrior. So this is but I'm feeling that this is between you. And this is an increase in that vibration because there is no war happening here. There's no war happening within us anymore, is what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay. let's go ahead and see what's next. We're going to start with the archangels and we're starting at that new beginning. Okay, we're getting this queen energy. You're being presented your pearl. What? This is such beautiful messages. We're going to begin. The angels want us to shuffle 3 times. This has to do with this heart centering, this healing at hand for you. We're holding on the caduceus. The feminine side is holding on to the caduceus. The right is holding on to the heart. This really has a lot to do with this relationship. Divine feminine working the healing on themselves, but it also is touching your relationship and your growth with another. Okay, I'm definitely feeling this hardcore. We are talking, look at that. We're going to talk about warrior energy. Hello. Number 16, Galileo. Galileo. And look at what's on her. See this? See this? The runes? Look at that shield. Look at the crossroad. What I'm trying to say is, look at the center. If I twist it, do you see it? Wow. So those messages of the runes, thank you, archangels. I feel a connection. Okay? This golden energy. So I want you to pay attention, pile number 1. Honey badgers, what's going on with Saturn and Mars in your chart? Like, let's take it up and look at things a little bit bigger, because there's that little chariot energy, okay? The sun in the chariot, the golden energy, the alchemy, the scepter. Are you feeling the power? The raw power. And I'm feeling Titan energy, the gods, okay, which has been coming in like crazy. And it's like something was frozen. Something was frozen and it gave a new vision. And this allowed you to be more loyal to yourself, allows you to get more vision, to see further into a different pond, into something new. And the music has guided you. You've kept your feet on the ground, although your heads have been in the clouds. And the music brings you back, okay? The music brings you back. This is the shift I'm hearing. Archangel Sandalphon is they say it takes over 500 years just to ride his energy from top to bottom. And in a lot of ways, I'm feeling like your energy is large and big and huge. And like an antenna, you too pick up on different, I'm getting different waves, radio waves specifically, different waves of energy. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. I told you I could feel the magic before, even getting started. And look at, here we are again. So back on bottom is that exact place that we started. 4 shuffles in, back double confirmation. Let's see what message that Archangel Serial has for us. I do know that Archangel Serial is the brother to Archangel Raziel. Archangel Azrael. Okay, and so it takes me back to that Isis energy. Is Israel, Azrael to Israel. So it's like patterns that were not serving you that are now switching. The thorn in the side, the switching of the patterns. Okay, an up leveling, a loosening. This is all just coming in. So we've got a message here from Archangel Serial, and we're going to read it for you. Although you may feel like you've abandoned hope, although you may feel like you've abandoned hope, abandon yourself not. You are being cracked open to reveal your depths. Treasures await you on the other side of this deep initiation. You, my friends, are going on your quest for your pearl. Now, your pearl is your backstage pass, And I have been referring to it. I'm going to refer to it again because those of you that found it here, I have a really incredible oracle about the pearl, about your quest, because the pearl is taking the irritant, the thorn, and washing, and renewing and rebuilding and restructuring and resurfacing. And what happens is it creates this lustrous, beautiful pearl, the only living fossil, the only living fossil. And so it's taking what was like not seen in the best light and making it into beauty. Okay. And so this has so much to do with you. And I'll mention not only with you, but in the divine healing of the masculine energy. Can I get a hello? We're talking about some really powerful rainbow tribes, rainbow tribe members here. This is just an unbelievable message. Thank you so much, Spirit. Let's go ahead and look at this structure. What is the magic that the archangels are bringing in? Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to build that structure. Remember, I told you I had this come in today for your oracle. So we've got right here, I'm going to move it over just a little bit for you because I think it's important to see visuals. Okay, so first, in the very top corner, the golden egg, the peacock energy. We've got number 20. This is bringing you into your mission, is what I literally just heard. Okay, so that's part of your structure. This relationship is bringing you into your sacred mission, which means what? Which means this thorn, in a lot of ways, was meant to be, my friends. Okay, I know it's hard to understand, but sometimes we can't learn the lessons we're meant to learn unless we're pushed, unless we're, why does the fear of falling always come before soaring? And that's what's coming up right now. As when the eggs crack and the babies come out and the mama birds, okay, they almost push them out of the nest. But this is where they find their wings. Beautiful. Beautiful. There he is again. Goosebumps. But I am seeing a correlation here between the wings of Zachriel, okay, who I know is from the Middle East. And look at this. The honey badger is from Africa, Asia, and India. Okay, so those Middle Eastern areas. And so the second part is Archangel Raphael. He came up before and he's here again. And what I'm seeing here is a connection between the wings, the turquoise energy, which you guys know for me is relating about behind him, the well of dreams. The well of dreams. And look at this harp here. I was seeing the hand go from what I was seeing. Remember, we referred to this as the masculine when we first saw it, but I was seeing the hand coming off and grabbing the harp to play the music. So this is just so gorgeous. I'm like dying here. I love it. Look at here. Who we got next? No inverses. The Queen of the Well of Dreams chakra, Archangel Ariel herself. Wow. Coming in your new structure. And she's not focused on her lioness, her warrior spirit. No, she's focused on what makes her unique, what makes her divine, what makes her special. And I'm getting the sense about this unicorn horn touching the earth. I'm getting, some earth gritters here. You see this luminous spark? You are the sparkers. You spark others. Your journey will spark others. That's what it is. Ooh, your journey will spark others because you have shown how to go full circle. We started at the 1, and that's because you went through the 10. You see, it's part of the same energy. When we end something, and that's the crossroads. This is what is really the crossroads. When we end one thing, we begin another. And this is the center of what we're talking about right now. And I'm feeling the Mayan timeline here. So that this is really beautiful what I'm feeling here. Okay, and you know what? I want to look at something really quickly because I've been getting this Mayan timeline, and I wrote down in a channeled message what timeline, because you guys know these come through as chakras on my side. Okay, which is really interesting because I didn't find that. But guess what I just found, my friends? I just found that the Earth star, we had Saturn and Mars, right? So look at this. We're talking about the throat chakra. Holy moly. The throat chakra and crossroads with the solar plexus. Wow. So this is so beautiful because I know there's a relationship between the two. And look at this structure. Okay. So this is just really gorgeous. I'm going to pull you up here. Each of these. Hi, Deb. I know. Oh my gosh, right? Thank you, angels. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's go ahead and share some individual messages here to really kind of fill in this framework of this structure. Because this structure that I put here for you guys, these four angels are coming in to build a new structure, and they're like pillars, okay? They're seen as like pillars. And in fact, I'm seeing them, you know, almost like, you know what I'm getting here? Divine feminine, divine masculine. Wow. Okay. Let's read it like that, my friends. Now, this is a very interesting message that I'm getting right here, because do you see? This is the masculine. The peacocks, the colorful ones are the masculine, and they shake. They shake. We heard shake, rattle, and roll. They have crystals in their feathers. They lose their crystals, but they shake them to get the attention of their mate. And look at how the feminine is looking to him. This is really coming in as this message. This is clarifying the golden egg. You're the golden egg. You've done some alchemy and you're waiting. You're watching the change, the shift. What is your what is your peacock going to lose here? What are we releasing in order to find this alignment? Okay. And so there's almost this waiting, divine feminines, for the divine masculine to really let go and to step into renew. Okay. I'm definitely feeling that. And here I was feeling that Archangel Raphael message for the masculine. So let's see what the final message is for Zachariel. Because look at, this is what's bringing you to that 20. The 20 always comes up as a mission. So Zachariel says, graceful surrender. The material aspect life is only temporary. Gently release any attachments to me. When you surrender, you open to realize that which is truly yours. This too shall pass. And you know what this is really talking about, divine femmes? If you're a divine femme, this message is for you, okay? If you're divine masculine, this is the message about your divine feminine, all right? And it's like the message that we're getting here is really all about letting go of these preconceived notions that you have to do this and do that and do this and do that and check off the list and the mover and the shaker. It's all about pulling it back, allowing others to come to the forefront, letting them take their turn and realizing that this will cause the three behind you. See, this will cause the balance. This will allow you to feel in your flow on both sides, okay? And so it's all about coming to the center, awaiting for the spark, okay? Awaiting for the spark. And look at, as Archangel Ariel here, that 10 together, that 30, the vibration of balance brought in by spirit. She's focused on this side, but she's waiting. She's almost looks like she's daydreaming as she's waiting for, for what's to come next. And look at how she's got her arm on that solar plexus, the seat of her masculinity. I mean, I'm just seeing it so cleverly, my friends. I really, really am. Now, when I'm seeing her, okay, so like she's facing to the right. That's that mess. She's looking at that special masculine energy, the unicorn, the mythical. And I'm getting it's coming out of the woods, it's coming out of the woodwork. And this is going to allow these two energies to really find balance and to root. Do you see in the tree? Do you see? This is allowing her to change her focus. And it's like, this is what we're getting for you guys. Change your focus. Look at what you want to bring, not what you may be feeling or seeing behind you. You're not going that way anymore. You're not going that way anymore. Okay? Wow. So Archangel Ariel, she wants to go ahead and share a message with you, pile number one. Have courage and faith in yourself and your beliefs. I will help you stand up for yourself and defend anyone who needs your strength of heart. Beautiful. And that's why that lioness is there. Why? Because you are part of a tribe. You are not alone. So take the time to focus on the unicorn, the magic, right? The magic, the uniqueness. You're part of a tribe. And it's like as you're taking the time to focus on your daydreams, to pull together what you're looking for, you've got others in your tribe as lionesses work together. So this is just a really powerful message. Again, I just cannot believe it. It's hard to see from my can't, but look at this. Ariel and the peacock, the white peacock, are both looking in the same direction. They're both waiting for that uniqueness, that magical, mythical awakening. Gorgeous. So let's talk about the other side. Let's talk about this pillar, this alignment, right? Because as we go from one gift, we rise into what? Another challenge. And this is why that warrior came up. Because on the other side of this structure is another evolvement, is another challenge, okay? And so this, and with Archangel Ariel here, I'm getting alludements of that challenge of the 44, okay? Going from the 33 through the 44. So now I know I'm kind of long-winded sometimes, you guys, but guess what? I am really learning just to not judge and just to sink into it. So if you want to give me any Michelle, I love your messages. It's okay. Keep talking. Can you please just let me know? Because I definitely have the gift of gab. All right, here we go. Let's talk about this masculine in us. There's this holding on to the heart, holding on to the caduceus, holding on to this healing of the divine masculine. So we can grab this harp and play our soul song. Oh my goodness. I have heard your prayers for healing. Allow yourself time. Allow yourself time out to rest and integrate. Trust that I am helping you heal and restore your energy to equilibrium. And let's go back to that collective message, my friends, about the integration process, about the amplified energy, the six pathways, finding of the six elements, the coming together of the 12 to the 6 to the center of the 1 to the power of you. Wow. 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 Okay. So we've got that. But we've got the number 17, okay, which is an 8. This is what's going to bring that abundance, though. This is the healing, this heart, what you've been walking through. I'm really feeling this is that heart awakening. And this is really, the pathway is changing. okay? It's changing. And look at, there's literally the Well of Dreams fountain behind him, forecasting what's next. So this is really just letting you know, challenge, gift. Okay? So let's see. What's the magic here of this card? I'm getting Walter Payton, the sweetness, the mover, the shaker. Wow. Let's go ahead and with the vulture, rebirth, shape shifter, shape shifter, no more. That's what I'm hearing. Shape shifter, no more. But I'm also getting, I'm getting is that the Flash, like the superhero, the Flash. Like, you know how he's just like moving and like things are happening, but you can't really see it until it slows down? Whoa. So that's what I'm getting here a little bit. Let's go ahead and see number 34. So I'm just loving how these archangels are really coming in. They really want to envelop you. They really want to surround you with love and healing and, illumination, which I just turned on. But what we're talking about here is glory. We are talking about the glory. Acatrell is the super angel, and I was getting the Flash. Wow. The one who's the angel of presence or the angel of the face. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm just kind of scanning down because I'm not so familiar with this angel. As an angel of justice, authority, and direction, he can help you see your own greatness. Okay. The message, don't compare yourself to others. And I was just saying, hey, give me a shout out just so that I can stand in my own brilliance. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for this message. I hear you. Okay, do not compare yourself to others, nor listen to criticism or judgment from those who choose to remain closed in their own hearts. Likewise, do not judge another. Listen to the voice of God within to know the right course of action to take. It doesn't matter what's happening out here, my friends. It doesn't matter the scepter, what you're wearing, your clothes that you have, the amount of gold that you have, how fast you are. None of this matters because the alchemy, my friends, the real magic is when you go within. And that's what I'm seeing here with this medallion. You see this medallion? This necklace right over the heart chakra. You see the Harry Potter energy, and it's like you are capable of moving mountains, my friends, moving mountains. Okay, and I just heard that whole dragons. Wow. Okay, so but at the same point in time, how can we keep it simple is the message I'm getting here. How can you allow, this is not, okay, because we're getting the warrior is getting an upcrease. We're stepping into the queen's energy, right? The queen, what is best for all, not what is just best for you. And this is a huge message. Not that I'm saying that you don't put yourself above others. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a message here that you're waiting for the other to do what they have to do and to remember what it was like when people held space for you and for you to hold space for them. Gorgeous. Okay. Hey, girl. So we got KK Intuitive here. Yeah, Shamanic Insights. I love that, but I can't wait to hear what that other name is, my friend. But yes, I love that. As we're at Angel Insight, okay? So let's go. All right, so thank you, angels, for these beautiful messages. Our last ones is the Ascended Masters want to come in. The Ascended Masters want to come in, and they really want to talk about this abundance for you, okay? Because this is something, look at this, that abundance, this infinite, what's the pull, the magnetism, the gold that's really allowing you to be pulled towards where you're going. It's what you agreed to come here with. It's your mission. It's your purpose. Okay. Remember, you've passed go. You've collected your 200, right? It's and that's all the game Monopoly. So it's like you're moving around this structure, and it's like you're being pulled to a certain. Could it be the free parking spot? I just gotta say, it's the best spot on the board, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out what is this all about. It's like you have sacrificed enough. You've had this fast moving energy, and you've really dealt with it in such a way. What I'm saying is, like, I'm getting that warrior energy, okay? That warrior energy. You're seeing things in a new light. You're understanding, I'm not here to fight. I'm going to fight for me, for my healing, but that doesn't mean that I'm going against another, like the literal warrior, okay? Which is the essence of what the badger brings, the loyalty to self, the loyalty to the divine feminine, to the family unit, to the bloodline, to the bloodline. Hello, to the bloodline. Dedicated you are, walking the steps blinded with a smile on your face. I'm hearing your name is Grace. Oh, wow. I mean, we are on fire tonight, y'all. The choices are yours galore. If you only knew what was in store. Oh my goodness. You thought you knew before. No, no, no. That's what happens when you think with your head. Wow. I'm getting like channeled message with every card. That's what happens when you think with your head rather than letting yourself emerge into the power. Wow. Into the power. I've got He-Man. I've got Thor energy here. What? Okay, let's look at this balance for this masculine energy, which is emerging. We're getting on bottom to really watch that ego. We're going to cut from there, okay? One last time. But these messages are coming in. There we go. 24 and 2, okay? 2, 2, 4, 4 by 4, 4 and 4, 44 to the masculine. It's like it doesn't matter how smart you are, how strong you are. When the world feels like it's falling beneath your feet, we all crumble. Wow. I don't even know where this is all coming from. I mean, this is a really powerful message already. So I really hope that you love it. Okay, let's go ahead and see your 3 cards. You're invincible. You're a superhero. Okay, and this again, we're focusing on the masculine energy now. Okay, the other person. I told you, I've got the power, the potential, the one. I mean, are you seeing it? The king and the queen energy, the one on one, the alignment. I mean, I can't even handle it. It's just so beautiful. Okay. The imagination. This is still pile number 1, girl. I know. It's just like crazy. This is still pile number 1. The imagination. We're almost done. This is what the 8 is about for that masculine. It's that collaboration with the integration process, finding a way to plug in. And do you know how this other person finds a way to plug in? It's because they're watching you. So you are affecting energies around you. Do you see that sun? Do you see this brilliance? Okay. Do you see this tree? Do you see this ripple effect on the tree? This is what's causing the vibration to go within for this masculine energy. And we're getting to go within. That if this is that hermit mode, okay, to go within, everything is here. Wow. I just heard zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Be impartial. Focus on what lifts your heart. Focus on what lifts your heart, your warrior spirit. Let go of the fight. This is the impartial one. This is the true healing. Is when you find the balance with that the balance with the integration, the six, that change in the structure is what we're talking about. That Isis energy, what's amplified right now. Okay, and it's like you could go back and forth forever, but when you're heart centered, when you're focused on what you can do, and that's what this card talks about. Look at everything is burning around him. There's a war around him, but what does he focus on? The food, the food for the community, the food for the all, the service to the all. And this is what's coming up for you. What is your focus? What actions are here for you? It's not about your power. It's not about what you can do. It's about going within to receive more illumination, to receive more about how you can be detached and impartial, as there is another person in your world that is going through a healing. And I feel that this is a divine soulmate for you. Oh my goodness. Let's pull this down one last time. Do you see this? How this beautiful structure came together? Okay. How we took, and it's 7. This is the magic that's coming in for you. Okay, my friends? So I hope you really love this. If you do, give me a like. We're going to go ahead and move to pile number 2. Thank you to the honey bear. Oh my gosh, you definitely had a lot of magic in your pile. If you love this, please go ahead and give this a like, share this video. But also, I want to let you know I am doing a meditation this Friday with talking about stepping into your queendom with I'm going to share it on the community board. I actually did share it on the community board. I'll share it again. But what is it? Peony and carnelian. Okay, peony and carnelian. So I definitely think that you're going to like that, especially Divine Femmes, because it's really all about the sacral chakra is what that carnelian is all about. Okay, which by the way came up. We're gonna end where we started, pile number 1. That came up on that yearly that I did for 2023. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out March and April. Okay, let's move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, you are my magicians. I'm feeling it. We've got the crystals coming in for you. We've got the earth magic, extra grounding, always when we see this pile. And we've got the archangels coming in and showing you how you are the prize pig. We've got gifts galore. We're moving into pile number 2 now. So let's go ahead and get started. You guys are an actual real badger, okay? Because the first pile is not a badger. It's more closely related to a wolverine. But you know what's really interesting about your pile is you have a relationship to the boar. And we did a beautiful collaboration. I did it with Nicoletta. I did it with my friend Jolene. We did a beautiful collaboration, which I have to tell you, I did 333 on those piles, and that number's coming up here pretty soon. Um, but let me tell you, oh, it's actually coming up in this pile. So meant to mention it. We're gonna actually have a bunch of 9 cards all together. 3 cards from the 3 that we talked about. We're talking about the European badger here. We're talking about some really cool different characteristics. Okay, so those of you that chose this pile, I do feel like you have a community. They're very social. So these are burrowers. They work at night. Okay, so again, blinded. It's more about smell and about feeling, and about their instincts. But what this particular badger does is they live with families. Okay, so there's this community, right? We're also talking about smart. They actually have latrines. So they have like all these, like think of a badger hotel, and they all go outside and go to the bathroom. So they're very clean. I really was getting healers, I was really getting a relationship to actually the alchemist, the healer. This is going back to that to the boar. Okay, so I did put that in the comments. If you did not see that collaboration, it's coming up for you. A lot of messages can come through. Oh my gosh, those readings were off the hook, and they're still relevant. Okay, so there's something there for you because you've had a timeline change. Okay, so that's what's another interesting thing. I heard timeline change, and so that if you go back to the BOAR message, you actually may have a different number. Okay, so that is pretty cool. All right. Um, we also have that this particular, unlike honey badgers, we have a tight neck with this badger. We can't stand erect. That's what makes it more similar to the boar. So we're talking more about the neck, stepping into our authenticity. Okay. We also tend to look at things in maybe one light. So, and this is not a bad thing, my friends. This is just what's coming up for your pile. And even though we might see things in one light at a time, is what I'm hearing, these particular badgers can be red, black, brown, yellow or white. And this is really bringing me back to those four directional energies. And what I'm really feeling is like you're going like a compass. I'm feeling that this is part of your quest. I am feeling a quest here. And we're talking about these European badgers. They emerge from their dens in March and early April. Hello, check, right time of year. Okay. In Irish myth, the badger was seen as the shapeshifter, the wise hermit, the good leaders. They help rid of the invaders. You are the King Arthur's. You are the Merlin energies. The symbol of Hufflepuff in Harry Potter is all about you, my friends. Okay, so we're feeling a lot of magic here. And there's also a tie to the Scottish dress, as these are used, their fur is used in traditional Scottish dress. And so that's that link to that seventh chakra, the eighth chakra, the well of dreams. Okay, so let's get into it. I had a different structure come in for you guys, and it's the 333. But we're going to look at what's your cross, what obstacles are you feeling in the middle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're starting with black tourmaline, and with this one, we're getting to your abundance. Okay, we're going to take a journey with the cards today, showing you your abundance. But I literally heard there's a changing in the guards, and so there is a change in your guides. Okay, so plug in and see if you've had a change in the guards because you've up leveled, and so now you have new guides. Yep, that aqua aurora. Look at that fast moving energy, the change in feathers. I'm like getting this like okay, like these famous actresses, like back in the day, they used these feathers to cover them. And this is what I'm feeling. It's like you're doing this little dance with these feathers. I don't even know where this is coming from. Okay, but I'm just reading what I'm getting here. All right. But it's like it's allowing you're doing this dance and it's allowing you to get to the center. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. Okay, we're doing 3 shuffles. That was shuffle number 1. Oh, look at this. Double confirmation. You need to check out that boar because it's the champagne aura. And remember, this was the card that came up. We're toasting to your success. So really, go check that out. It has something to do. And look at this. Look at the center. Do you see? Isn't it similar or the same? Oh my goodness. And so, wow, that is super cool. Okay. So definitely the difference between 24 and 64 is 40. 40, Spirit bringing in this new structure for you, okay? And what was I getting for you? The 3 by 3 by 3, okay? The 3, 3, 3, and a new structure coming for you. Third one, we've got blue appetite, number 63, okay? So the other one we just had was number 64. We're being pulled back into the blue, back into the blue, back into the emotions. But look at it's like you've changed. Look at this difference here. And it's like when you get back, okay, this is what I'm feeling here. You're being back in the blue, but you're growing. You're growing from this structure, growing where you're planted. Wow. Growing where you're planted. Okay. The muck. I'm getting, the opening of your crown. Okay. Wow. Truly, really beautiful. Pile number 2. What's going on with you? Wow. So we had all these numbers 32. This looks, we've got sugar light here. I always think of sugar daddy. But it's like we're getting to the center. And for me, I'm feeling this turtle shell. Okay. That's what I'm feeling here is this turtle shell and this emergence. Okay. There's this emergence. Do you see how and I'm also seeing the spotlight. Okay. Seeing the spotlight. Wow. All right. Let's find out what's happening here. I just put my notes away. Forgive me. Okay, so pile number 2, the European. We're doing the 333. Okay, that's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull you down here, and we're just gonna do it here. Okay, I'm gonna lay them all out. I wish I could show them. I'm gonna show them individually. Okay. In just a moment. Wow, all this water energy, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with these first, and then we're going to add on the last pile. Okay, so here we go. Oh, you know what, you guys, you need to forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm just about to lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Okay, I'm just doing 3 cards from the crystals. All right, so we're growing in the water, and look at this. We've got all water cards. Okay, well, not exactly. First of all, we've got Papagite. Now, Papagite is one of the attunements I do in my Rainbow Bridge class, which is a series of 40 attunements that help heal 40 subconscious scripts. Okay, that is basically what my class is about. It's about an unveiling. And, I literally always hear the song, Papa Don't Preach. And this is like a change in it. I'm feeling this is actually, it has to do a lot. Do you see the sun here? And it's allowing this energy in. Okay, this is the true abundance, the magic, and this is what's going on here. The Papagoy is the forget me not flower, the forget me not relationship between you and source. Okay, so this actually, Papagoy is actually found in quite a few chakras, but what it really affects the most is the crown chakra. Okay, the crown chakra, and look at all these energies. Look at these clear quartz. Remember the amplifier that we just talked about, and the Isis energy. This is really being identified for you right now. And so here we have the 8. Okay, and then right away we have the 9. So this is like telling me this is where we were, this is where we are, and there's a healing at hand to where? To the sapphire, to the sacral. Now the sapphire, again, in my class, I give this particular attunement. So I know that it goes to, ironically, you would think it would go to the throat chakra because of the blues, but it ironically goes to the sacral chakra and to the crown chakra. So there's definitely, I'm feeling for sure this this opening of your connection to source, opening of a connection of source, And this is this combination of the crown and the sacral chakra. And the reason I'm saying this is I'm getting a vibration of an 8. Here's a 9, 8 and 9, 17, back to the 17. You see what I'm saying? And it's like this is uh the what I'm getting here is when we open the crown, which means when we take energies out, when we filter energies out, okay, we can listen better to that intuition. And that's what allows this queen, this sapphire, works together with that black tourmaline that we saw at the very beginning. And it works with ruby and it works with amethyst and it creates this beautiful shield for the crown chakra, stepping into the crown. I'm feeling that energy so much. Now we have this card, the number 3. This is what's coming. And do you see it's like this, like just look at this card. What are you feeling? I'm going to show you what I'm feeling. I'm feeling, you know, that champagne aura, that champagne is on the bottom. And it's like, this is your energy. And I'm feeling like, God, I don't even know how to explain it, but there's this alchemic process and it's helping you to expand. Like it feels like a sponge. Like you went in one size and you're I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. But you know, this is the balance of being in the one is that you can see that you are everything. Okay, that you can see that you are everything and you can see that you are different facets. Okay, and it's like if you concentrate on this part, this is what you see. If you look here, this is what you see. Okay, and the hermaphrodite is literally hermaphrodite. Oh my gosh. Well, the word hermaphrodite is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. The coming together of the masculine and the feminine, the hermaphrodite, the male female. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so that was first the crystals wanted to come forward. Okay, now pile number 2, you're the magicians, right? So we've got the earth magic coming through. Keep yourself rooted because this is an amplified time right now. All right. That's what we're being reminded. This is an amplified time, and there's been a lot of alchemy on that Egyptian timeline. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You're not the only tree in the forest. You can lean on others. Oh my gosh, that's such a beautiful message. It's one of my favorite things that I see when I'm out in the forest is how sometimes they lean on each other, how they become part. Look at the new moon. This is a new moon, a new promise. This is where we are. The Aries energy. 3 shuffles. The purification process that's happening for you, the clearing of the fog. Okay? So catch your breath. Allow your angels and your guides to do this for you. This is potentially why, look at that. I said to clear the fog. Wow. Okay? Allow your guides to come in and do this for you. You've had a changing of the guards. Okay? A changing of the guards. So let's see what this changing of the guards is bringing in for you, okay? Because it's a wake-up call. There's a tsunami coming. I'm seeing this full moon. Now, this next full moon, we've been talking about it. Talk about the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what the new full moon, the pink moon in Libra, a wake-up call to all of our relationships. And so this is really what's on bottom, talking about that water, okay? Talking about that water. So we've got summer solstice here. Okay. Here we are today on spring solstice, right? Look at this. A coming together between you and another. Wow. Communication with source. Okay. And with your ancestors, I'm getting. And with your ancestors. And so this is the wake up call. I'm definitely feeling, I mean, this is just, I cannot miss this at all. 333. This is an activation. Those of you that found yourself here, there are more. If you want more oracle, more learning, but basically, this is an activation to your sacral chakra, which then affects your higher heart, which then affects your pineal gland. So we're talking about a shift in your creativity, and leading you to unconditional love for yourself and for others, a coming together of a sacred relationship, a soul relationship, and opening a communication to spirit, right? And I'm getting this is going to happen for you by summer solstice, okay? For those of you that resonate. And then we're going to go into that pineal gland, okay? And the pineal gland is all about clarity. And this is what I'm getting here. Clarity, that prize pig, that sun, that radiance. Look at by summer solstice. Okay? So, in the pink of the pig. Wow. And this is really hitting that, highlighting that sacral chakra, you know, higher heart chakra, pineal gland. Okay? So let's see the purple. Look at this. Let's see the purple. And let's see what's coming in here. We've got the elephant spirit, how this is going to affect the structure in your home, and how this has to do divine feminines with this is definitely a healing. I feel it. I am familiar with it. It is going to bring a love into your relationships. There's going to be an olive branch extended to you. So wherever you are in this number two, those of you in number two, my European badgers, this is all about a change in the structure, a change in the guards that's going to lead you to this cross to bear, okay? And I'm really starting to see the cross come together here. And look at this. Divinely timed, my friends, for the year of the rabbit, building a bridge, crossing over. And this has a lot to do with everything. The world, look at, oh my goodness. Look at that. Do you remember where we started on those just recently, what I just talked about last week on those activations? What did we go through last week, you guys? Do you remember? It's right here. The Orion portal. The hunter. See, because the rabbit is so hunted, right? But it's like it doesn't focus on that. It focuses on its unicorn, right? This is taking me back to pile number one. There may be a connection there. Remember, you can have more than one pile this week, okay? And it's like the unicorn touches the earth, and look at it changes you to your North Star. This is just really beautiful synchronicity here. I'm loving it, of course. Okay, so now that we have this structure here, I'm going to try and come down a little bit more. I know you can't see it all, but we've got our 9 cards here. And what I was shown to do is to show this structure on the outside. And the center is what? I mean, I just love it. So look at your center. What is your center? Love. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for such a beautiful message. Love. And look at, after I did those cards, can I show you? Look what ended up back on bottom. The pig. So we're going to have to read this for you guys. But I was also told to look at the cross. Okay? So if I took the 4 corners, if I took the new structure, the year of the rabbit, the paying it forward to your ancestors, I believe I heard bloodline, right? I heard that with you guys. When we have the hermaphrodite, the he and the she in alignment, there's this expansion and a change in the guards, right? A change in the guards. This is the cross that we're left with, okay? And this is what I'm showing here. What's left is a healing to that sapphire, to the queen in that sacral, the divine feminine, from a difference in the energy there, and keeping that love and compassion. And this allows the dove alignment, this beautiful pairing. I'm seeing summer solstice, okay? And I'm seeing the gift for you is increased communication with spirit. So I feel like there's some giftings coming in for you. So keep yourself rooted because I do feel a lot of energy for you guys. The tsunami, especially when we get this next moon, which is really going to bring into challenges a lot of our relationships. Okay. So really focus on the power of the all. We had the crystals come forward. We had the animals come forward. We had the earth magic come forward. And so this is really all a coming together of everything here, all the different elements, and remembering that we manifest when we keep all the elements in mind. And you know what? That's what I'm getting here. Wow. Okay. Look at this. The elements. Speaking of the elements, okay, this is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. Hang with me. So this is you in the center, the manifestation of this beautiful relationship with another. It's a heart-centered relationship. It is for you. Okay? I'm feeling that with so much certainty. And we've got the 4 different elements here coming together. We've got the fire of the summer solstice and the sun. We've got the communication of the air with the eagle. We've got the sapphire, which is the water. Remember, I told you it goes in the sacral chakra, okay? In the element of the water. So we've got the water, we've got the air, okay? We've got the air element, and we've got the fire. And so the last one is the earth element. And what I'm loving about this and what I'm getting here is I'm literally getting like Noah's Ark, like a coming together, like land ho. And so it's like coming out of the emotions. And that's what's gonna allow this coming together. And it's like the other components, the 4 corners, they were just okay, first of all, it's so crazy because they're just anchors. They're just anchors. But I did hear anchors away. Get ready to change your postage stamp. Anchors away. Get ready to change your postage stamp. A change in your address. Wow. You'll have to keep me posted, pile number 2. These were the messages I had come in for you guys. I hope that they resonate with you. I hope that you love them. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's supposed to come in. I'm just feeling it here that we are complete. But I do want to leave you with one final message because we were talking about the crystals at the beginning. And so make sure you go back and look at that first message. I'm sorry, we're starting here. That a message because there's this unfolding, this emergence happening, and this is happening even more. It's felt more. The vibration is felt more because you guys have the crystal cards. Okay, so it's really about all these crystals coming together in synergy. Okay, I'm getting a song, a symphony. I'm getting a. This is really interesting because this is kind of relating to that message that I was getting with Sandalphon and pile number 1. So you might be a link there, and if so, this the vibration of these crystals. You might even want to look at these crystals that have come in for you. Okay, because I'm hearing that each one creates a tune, a tune. And when you mix them together, they create a symphony, a ballad, if you will, a soul song. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So allow yourself to grow where you're planted, okay? It's like you'll get there. You step into the blue. Oh, I just love this. Step into the blue, and I'm feeling some communication. Talking things out is really going to be grounded for you, and I know because that is grounded for me. So that's why I'm feeling that connection. Call upon your archangels and see which archangel is your newest guide. Pile number 2, it's a changing of the guards. Who are you working with? I was getting all those silvers. Could it be Gabriel? He might have a message for you. Let's go ahead and move on to pile number 2 or pile number 3. Pile number 3, you are the Sundra Stink Badger. Okay, the Sundra Stink Badger. There is so much mystery and beauty around your particular pile. Um, I like it's so interesting because look at what I got ahead of time for you guys. Look at what I got ahead of time for pile number 2. Look at what I got ahead of time for pile number 1. So there, so that means something because I'm hearing 1, 2, 3. So in a way, I'm kind of feeling that those of you that chose pile number 3 maybe identify with pile number 1 and 2, and maybe you're on the third, you're following the steps. And so that's why we don't have as much information. However, if those of you just chose pile number 3, you might want to go back because there's some links that can confirm some things that have been part of your journey. Okay, so far. But we have the Sundra Stink Badger, the number 1, 2, 3. We're talking about the heart and we're talking about the third eye here. We've got the Keepers of the Light, which is all about the twin flame journey. We've got the emergence into a love connection. And we've got the astros, the cosmos are involved here. This is meant to be, this is in the stars. We're talking the ultimate magic. And I think this is going to be just incredible. There is this element, there is this background to this particular badger. It's only found in a certain area in the world, okay? And it's called the old world relatives to the skunk energy, okay? And the skunk get a really bad name. So these have a really interesting snout. They have the snout of an anteater, which means they're a collective worker. They have the stripe of a skunk, which means that in a lot of ways they're misperceived, okay, and they're misperceived, and at the same point in time, ahead of their time. And so, a little shout out for those of you that identify with this energy that I'm trying to translate for you, because it is not about you being worthy. It is about the view that you have, and it is a view that many that some don't receive, but you allow others to see that. Okay, so it's like I see a way shower here. I'm feeling, I was getting chariot energy. I heard 4x4 getting motion, movement. Okay, and this is what I drew for you guys. So I'm getting more about the 4x4. We're moving into, and I'm, 4x4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is really, 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 really talking about what's coming in this moon cycle. This is about the moon cycle and that full moon. There's just so much energy coming together for you guys. So let's see what is going to happen here. Okay? Oh my gosh. I pre shuffled and we're going to shuffle one more time. But this is a change in the dark feminine. Wow. Facing fear, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. This is, look at all this hibiscus around her. Remember, I was referring to that crown, okay? In number 2, I was referring to that. But this is hibiscus, which I know for me really links me to green aventurine. It allows you to step into your authenticity. It unleashes pockets of volatility. This is what this attunement does. It opens it up. The hibiscus is seen as the Indian rose. So it's an unfolding in its own way. And it releases these pockets of energy in the face and around the body. So this is just unbelievable. And look at the 4x4. Wow. And look at 4, for the 5 flames in the middle and the 4. So this just feels like we are in the right place. Look at that new moon energy under that third eye. This is what I said. I said the heart and the third eye. Let's go. Wow, I love this. Okay, so we have some Dharma unfolding. You've stepped in, as you stepped into your awakening, as you've stepped into your spiritual work, you have been doing so much good, paying it forward. Hello. I mean, can I get a hello? Hiya. What's up? There's that peacock. There's that peacock. Hello, how are you? Oh, I like your peacock feather. I'm sorry, I don't know where it comes from. Wow, Krishna. We're talking. They're twin flames. They're twin flames, you guys. This is just unbelievable. Um, we're talking about trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You were loved unconditionally. You have followed the steps. You have you have released that. Look at that masculine energy has released the flower. This to me, this is very interesting because to me this feels like a foreshadowing. And in fact, if you got 1, 2, 3, this is kind of telling me that these are the steps in this moon cycle, potentially, if you got all 3 piles. Okay. So it just depends on where you were. Oh, one shuffle. Dang it. Okay. Well, that's where we're starting on bottom. So look at, we started out with the dark feminine and we're looking at the Krishna, the illuminated masculine. Okay. um, this renewal. And so this is where we're going to be taken. We're going to be given we're talking about the new structure, the 4 here. This is the first 4. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at it one by one. We've got Sanat Kamura, light activation. Okay. We've got a light activation. It's really hard to see, but look at all that light codes in the background. Now, a lot of times this happens at night. And for some people, it feels, I know for me, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So there's this activation, and I know sometimes when this light comes in, as it's coming in to come in and alchemize on deeper levels within you, and this is why you're seeing such the stark difference, the black and the white, the coming together, the shifts in the dark. I am feeling that, I'm getting actually a lot is happening at night, and so and as he's holding on to the scepter, the action is to hold on to the knowings, to hold on to what you're hearing now. Is that some of this energy that's coming in? It's like sometimes I remember when I first had the light pouring in, I was like feeling this crushing feeling. Like it was all about your perspective. And so I'm giving you a different perspective that this is coming in. The light is coming in like a waterfall to nourish your body, to nourish your soul, to alchemize deep down as we've gone through this really huge shift. This soul, this not just your earth star, but your soul star. And so this is really shifting that light body and putting it where it needs to go so that we can have this evolution to this divine masculine. Okay, we're talking about the same thing in each pile. It just resonates in a different way. We've got Archangel Michael here. Okay, so unlike in the other piles, Archangel Michael, and I'm actually feeling here, I am feeling that that this represents you, that you are a warrior like Archangel Michael, is what I'm trying to say. That you are, look at this heart center, it's like, look at that sapphire. Do you see it? Oh my gosh. So it's like that sapphire right in the center. Okay. And this is what keeps your sword tucked away, realizing. And look at this, you guys. Look at these 2 cards. Do you see? Do you see how much they look alike? Wow. That's truly really beautiful. Okay. And then I keep noticing this right hand. It's got this illumination, this light coming through. Okay, the light, I'm so sorry. I hate it when that happens to my daughter's phone. I have to get it disconnected from her laptop. Okay. So yeah, I'm feeling there's something definitely related there. I'm feeling this fire energy. Okay. I am feeling this fire energy, getting this fire energy, the lights coming in to pour through, to alchemize on deeper timelines. There's a burning off of the energy to clear the way, to clear the pathway past the throat chakra, which is where Archangel Michael rules. He rules the throat chakra, which is, our authenticity. It is how we differ from all other animals, finding our voice, okay? And this is really collaborating and becoming more crystal clear with these Lemurian codes. And that's what I'm feeling here in that sapphire on the sword, is this emergence of this energy from the Lemurian codes that are coming in with these light activation. Wow. Okay, let's just keep going here. Oh my goodness. Supreme protection. You are so protected, and it's just like you're protected. Cords are being cut. Wow. Move beyond limitations and trust. And it's like with all these shifts that we've had, what was is now, it's like there's been these quantum healings for all of us. For all of us. And what is being talked about here? Again, the third eye and the heart. Okay, the scarab on the heart, the changing of the structure of the third eye. See how it's like literally the third eye there? Wow. It's beautiful. Okay. And you know what? This is taking me back. It's so funny because I'm looking at this. Look at this structure around her. I've come to know that this is showing the well of dreams, kind of highlighting that. And look at these. I'm hearing snapdragons. I'm not sure of what these are, but with that snapdragons, I'm immediately combining those in my class. Snapdragons and the Lemurian seed crystal go together. And what did we see on that dark feminine? But the skulls. And do you know that snapdragons, when they dry out, when they're done, they look like skulls. So this is what I was getting, is a rebirth. There's a rebirth process, and we are talking here about emerging. And as I'm looking at this structure, wow. I was just about to say, as I'm looking at this structure, there's this emergence of this feminine energy, okay? But it's after we see this light. It's like, look at, she's in the center of all this masculine energy. Okay, so this is really kind of a common thread that we're getting tonight. And so it's like it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, look at this. 1, 2, 3, and this is where we are. Pile number 3. And this is what's coming. Christ consciousness. Being able to see things with the sacred heart. And this is why I was feeling the heart. Because what I'm getting here is instead, now this is kind of a little bit further, okay? This is a little bit further, so I hope you're going to hang with me. But what I'm getting is many of us know is there's multiple earths, okay? And with a sacred heart is a coming together, a merging of all timelines into one. And this is what allows this Christ consciousness, okay? And of course, I am feeling this very closely related to that. Remember when we were back in the angel cards and we had Archangel Raphael holding on to his heart, is very much, and holding on This is very much what I'm feeling here is this elevation, this change from the green of the heart, stepping into our authenticity of the blue, the Christ consciousness, okay? The crosses that we bear, the crosses that we bear in the structure. I'm definitely feeling a link to all the piles here in pile number 3. And it is so interesting how it's all connecting. Oh my goodness. It just feels so beautiful, to be honest. And look at this card. I mean, what are you seeing? Because I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Lots of wings. Are you seeing it? How the sapphire and the wings. There, I'm seeing one, two, like 3 sets of wings. I mean, it's taking me, Nicoletta, if you're on here, it's taking me to the seraphim. It's taking me to the seraphim. The cooling, the fire and ice, the change in the structure from the warrior to the peacekeeper to the storyteller. Wow, just gorgeous. Keepers of the light coming in for us. Let's go ahead and move on to our next energy, okay, which is this emergence. This emergence. Oh my God, this is literally what I got on that reading from December. And this is so crazy. I did not look ahead of time. The unmanifest on bottom. This is the blow up of the star. This is what happened when we stepped through this Orion, this activation that we collectively went through from being the hunted. Okay, it's not about the hunter and the hunted. It's all about the stories, the experience, the bliss, the rebirth, the reconnection, the reshuffle, the reshuffle. And look at the cosmic egg. Oh my goodness. So we're going 2 by 2. And of course, we can't even talk about anything starting at the beginning about I can't talk about anything except the spider energy because it has been coming up big time in my awakening and is very much related to the Egyptian timeline, okay? And is very much related to the negative space. And so, what I love about this is a mandala, okay? We're talking about the 108 chakras here, but instead of focusing on what's in the foreground, it's the negative space. And that's how they say that we see, right? We see the background, and so therefore that's how things pop out to us. So it's a matter of you see things in a different light. You are strong, feminine. Ooh, strong in the feminine. But there's a lot of trickster energy out there, and that's why we're getting Archangel Michael. But there's this awakening, and through what you've been through, understanding this trickster energy. Yeah. And it's like the bear, okay? The bear. And what I'm getting here is, it's like this particular badger is very unique looking, but it's like we were talking about getting back in the water. The bear is oftentimes referred to as the queen, okay? The inward journey, the settling of the tides, you deciding, I mean, can you just see all this sprinkle of this water here and these orange, the coral, okay, the coral, which is taking me back to the carnelian and the peony meditation that I'm doing this Friday. Please come join us. It is free. I will post it on here so that you can actually see what these attunements are all about for yourself. But this comes at a very unique time for all of us, because we are moving between worlds. We're renewing our energy. And this is what the focus of this card is. Those light codes are pouring in to renew. Do you know that the dolphin renews its skin 12 times a day? 12 times a day. And so it doesn't even see its battle scars because They're renewed. They're not there. It's making me think of the pearl. I started at the beginning. Here we are in the last reading. At the beginning, I talked about the renewal, the lacquer of the irritant of the thorn. Okay. And we're talking here about the dolphin energy, the breath, the ability to move literally in between dimensions, to move in between worlds, the communicators, the oracle, the way showers. Wow. The teachers, the storytellers of the new world. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, we're in the right place. The caterpillars, those who believe in the possibilities, those who have walked many, many miles. Look at all these slats. These are all the lifetimes that you have been here, eating away, eating the knowledge, eating the wisdom, finding your way, going through the process, right? Going through the process of knowing that there's this bigger connection, there's something bigger, this discovery, this wonder. This is the 2 by 2 here. We're talking about the love relationship, the coming together. And I've got oh my goodness, the Sriyantra, the infinite potential, the possibilities and the infinite potential of this love connection, okay? Because we're getting 2 by 2. This is what's emerging, the love connection. Now, this I'm getting is between you and another, but it can be a project, it can be a business, it can be anything really important to you. But I'm feeling that this is between you and another. And I'm feeling that this is an emergence, and it's like look at the trials and tribulations that you have been through. This is this we're going to read some cards here, okay, because we just need to. The Sirantra, for those of you that are not familiar, is I just turned right to it. It's all about infinite power, infinite potential, the unmanifest, what? The power of the universe, prosperity, the great mother, and the sound Aum. The Sirantra is the form of a mystical diagram, and it's used in tantric traditions. 9 interlocking triangles, 4 upward, representing, oh my God, representing Shiva, the masculine principle, and 5 downward, representing Shakti, the feminine um, principle. The central point, the bindu, is thought as the oneness from the manifest reality emerges. Together, the 9 triangles unify and interlace in such a way to form 43 smaller triangles. Wow. In a web of symbolic of the entire cosmos, or the womb of creation. These patterns created by these shapes represent the sound Aum, the fundamental forces of nature. Beginning on the outer parameter, the earth square representing 4 temple doors, then moving inward to the lotus of the 8 and the 16 petals. Each concentric layer of the yantra represents one of the 7 chakras. Meditating upon the Sriyantra can enliven your infinite potential and support our deepest desires for manifestation. What is it you wish to grow, evolve, purify, or expand within your life? Connect that feeling with what's meaningful for you as you gaze upon this geometry. And I love that, because when you take the vibration, when you take vibrations and frequencies and you mix them with thoughts, this is what creates movement. And that's what we're getting in your pile. This is the 4 by 4. This is the cross. Okay? It's like this is the cross. How can we take the focus on the eating, the grounding, okay, energy? This is what I'm getting here. This bumblebee energy is coming in here to me. And it's like, what I'm getting here is, it's like, it's almost like you don't have to go into the chrysalis to get your wings. Just like the butterfly, it just had the will, the know-how. It just took off. Okay? It just did. And this is what I'm getting for you. And this guidance is this sriracha. This is this is the pathway. This is the gift. This is the gift that spirit is giving you. Okay? So keeping yourself renewed, keeping yourself in the light, knowing who you truly are. Okay? And look at, you're not alone. There are others there, I'm definitely seeing another, look at right there. Or that's the fin. Oh my goodness. Is that their fin? It's their fin. Sorry. I was feeling it. What a beautiful photo, isn't it? Okay. So that's what's emerging. But the cosmos, they want to say something. So the magic is happening in the cosmos. We're starting in the fourth house. We're talking about your home. Look at this, 42. Now listen, we just said there's 43 different triangles, different platforms to go through, and we're getting 42. Wow. Wow. All right. So, what's in your fourth house? What's in your home? What's affecting your home? This is what we're talking about here. We're going to do 3 shuffles. Why just take a home when you can have a castle? I mean, if you can dream it, if you believe it, you can have it. We're talking about the midheaven. We're talking about the alignment between the masculine and the feminine. I am feeling it. It's leading you to this new structure. It's like when you're playing one of those old games on Atari and you get the save and you get to start here. This is what I'm feeling with this midheaven energy. This is the energy of the 36, the 9, the healing energy, the castles. Okay. Here we've got the south node. That's the number 33. But you're not going there anymore because those of you, 1, 2, 3, you've crossed that bridge. You've learned that it's not in your comfort zone. You've learned that that's in the past. Okay. And if you're going to move forward and see things in a new light, we need to flip that script and head towards our north. Okay. And so we need to allow the integration. Okay, this is a 6 together, 33. But this is kind of building off that pile number 2. What I'm saying there is it's like, don't avoid avoid in the comfort zone. Allow yourself to stretch and to expand. Okay, one more. Speaking of the magic, the vibration of the 7, we've got Uranus here. Talk about never knowing what's going to happen. Talk about the chakras. Talk about a structure change out of the blue. This is the energy that we are dealing with, my friends. Let's go. What is happening to change? Pile number 3, there's an auspicious change happening, divine timing. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the astros and the cosmos are going to bring in for us, okay? We're talking about symbiosis. Look at this. We just had number 25, right? Now we're going to flip it. Mirroring numbers, number 52. We're still talking about the magic. It's a coming together of different energies. Do you see? But there's a shift. Something's gone full circle. Some ties are being let go and some ties are being reinforced. This is what I'm feeling here. I'm seeing 3 of the energies. Oh my gosh, this is so gorgeous. There's like 3 of these bird energies that have this golden, like behind them on their neck. And then we have this blue, bigger energy here. Wow. And a coming in of this. It's just like, wow, collaboration in the shift. Collaboration in the shift. This is the action that you're being called to take. Okay. So let's look into the messages of that collaboration. All right. The retrograde. How can we, and what's going into retrograde? What is in retrograde? What's going to happen over this next moon cycle, okay? And how can you be in one of the shift? How can you realize that the retrogrades are always happening to take you back to a place to find a new secret passage, okay? A new secret passage, an alignment. But as we're looking at this, what I'm seeing here is this is what's powerful about your energy as you move through this structure, as you movement, as this fast energy is moving, this chariot energy. It's like you get to choose where you want to be on this bandwidth, in the light, in the dark. And so this is what's really coming to the forefront. This is a really important part for you to understand. It's like it's good to review and to look back and to alchemize so that you can continue to walk into this authenticity and not get stuck on the stairs. I'm getting like Harry Potter, but you know how the staircases would all move? And it's like if you just keep moving, they move right to you to continue your pathway, right? And this is coming under the light. Look at this is coming the light activation here. I'm definitely feeling that energy coming together. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at this energy that's next. It is the fourth house, my friends. Oh my God, it's come up again. We've got to read it. We've got to read it. Number 42. I mean, that has popped up 3 times because it started on bottom. We saw it, and then we saw it a third time. In your chart, if your chart were a village map, the fourth house would be your home base. Our early home life impacts our sense of sanctuary and how we bring it to conclusion. Come home, this is your action. Come home and make a sanctuary. Create a place to renew and to live an intimate, authentic life. Home is an emotional space, more than just a physical address, but both matter. In the practical realm, we need time to renovate, reorganize, and move the physical realm to negotiate boundary with a roommate. Negotiate boundaries with a roommate. Isn't that interesting? Create a home that feels safe, renewing at the end of the day, where you truly are off stage so you can drop off your guard and fill your wells. The fourth house also speaks of existential homesickness, a longing for home you've never had. If you don't have a map from your childhood to create sanctuary, make one. Wow. Be ready to do the next layer of therapy or to tend to some work around family karma. Think about how you would have to be parented rather than how you, wait, think about how you would like to have been parented rather than how you were parented and use that as a model of self care. That's very interesting. In the spiritual realm, build or visualize a meditation place, a portable sanctuary where you can be home in your spiritual practice. Explore the quiet depths of your meditation. Drop down to your hara, your center of gravity, and renew your connection to the earth below, the sky above, and the spirit within. If you're asking about a project, check that it's well situated. Make sure the people involved feel safe. And this is coming under Archangel Michael energy here. Make sure that people feel safe and have healthy work-life balance. On all these levels, develop a healthy approach to bringing a project to conclusion. Know when to stop. Here's the challenge. Let your home be a sanctuary that helps you prepare to deal with the world, not a place in which you hide from the world. Wow. Hey, girl. You'll take that castle. Oh my goodness. I didn't even notice you were on here. I'm in the zone. What's up, my love? Okay. The gift. A sanctuary within your soul. Oh, a sanctuary within your soul and safe surroundings in which to renew, allow you to regenerate, find your center, and greet the world afresh. And what were we saying? We're getting all this renew, retrograde, review, redefine, relook. How can we take the time that we're being given as we're waiting for the divine masculine? How can we put that sword? How can we harness that? Keep that in our heart center. I'm definitely feeling that beautiful energy here, knowing that the divine feminine is going through this beautiful, beautiful activation, this rebirth process. And at the same point in time, how can we take our energy, because it's taken a lot to get there, and it's like you've got all this pent up energy. How can we redistribute that? And how can we find grace and humility and love? And how can we share our stories with others to hold the space, to allow others to come to the forefront as they need the space as well? How can we look at a different view and look at the new moon in that window? Wow, gorgeous. Righteous. I am loving these readings. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm feeling the tension here. We've got this under this green Terra, the supreme protection. And so you're very sensitive, right? I'm getting that you're sensitive. So you pick up on the nuances. But at the same point in time, it's like this is a clashing into the glass, not being able to see the transparency. Sometimes it's like not being able to see what's right in front of you. Maybe because you're in your mind, you're in your head. I'm seeing the bird energy. This is talking about a square, the tension. Okay, and remember, we're moving outside the square, outside the comfort zone. We're riding the chariot. We're trailblazing, right? We're telling stories and how those stories relate and how they touch our heart, and we're seeing things in a new view. We're not here to fight of what was of the past. We're here to trailblaze and to write the new stories, the new connections. And so what I'm getting here is, and look at, this is so much deeper than what I first thought, as I'm seeing literally, oh my gosh, I said that we can move between worlds. And what I'm seeing here is a movement of some energies that have been with you. It's like this huge portal closing is what I'm seeing here for both you, for the feminine and the masculine. It's like, and this is what's going around full circle. This is what's twisting. This is what's the healing. This is the shift in the structure. Is that we're totally, there's an undoing, there's an unbecoming and a becoming happening at the same time. Gears shifting, and so as they shift, there's tension. There's rubbing. There's but 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 I'm hearing where's the, what do they call that stuff, honey? The oil, the, when they put it in the gears, it's not called. Oh my God! Did you just say that?
Grease. Gear grease.
Gear grease, lubrication. Okay, I thought he said something else. I was like, "Are you serious?"
But
Okay.
it's the same thing.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So the last one, all this energy under this Christ consciousness, under Master Jesus, under forgiveness, under the Sacred Heart, under, under the coming together of the Sacred Heart. And it's like, how did we develop all these different earths to begin with? By leaving things, by forgetting, by going through lives, making a choice that we regret and leaving that information there. But it's like you've been on this quest to alchemize, to bring it all together. You've found the source of the forgiveness, the realization that I am everything. And it's like, and you look at yourself literally in a new light, okay? But there's an opposition at hand. And that opposition is, do you really look? It's like, that's the mirror. And look at the mirror, okay? And it's like, when you look in the mirror, this is who you should see: the storyteller, the alchemist, the one who talked to communities, the one, the peaceful. You see, this is what the vibration of Jesus, the soul brother, the one who walked with his spiritual alchemy and influenced so many, right? So many. Yes, Massel portal is closing. That is 100%, bringing us to this 53 energy, okay? I mean, 54, 53, pulling us back into this opposition, letting us go back, okay? The portals, when the portals close, we go back to where we were, right? It's like, did you know that when the portals close, everything that came through goes back to where it was, and vice versa. It's like this new beginning. This is what I'm feeling with this Atlantean timeline, the emergence of the Lemurian codes, the emergence of the gods. It's like we're getting a chance to go back because we've alchemized on those lower timelines, and we're getting a new structure to build on top of, right? To build on top of. And that's because this heart awakening. So those of you that chose pile number 3, you're finishing this, but we're stepping, there's movement. There's still movement. The truck is still trailblazing. We're still trailblazing on the 4x4. So this is really letting you know that a new cycle is coming in, because I said the 44. And so this is a 54, right? And we're taking a step back to see, like, what is an opposition? And with all this masculine energy, my friends, it really doesn't have as much to do with the divine feminine. And so, as much as we found ourselves, being part of this and part of that and part of this and part of that, um, in a lot of ways, we're being called to step back and to allow this masculine counterpart to find their way. Okay. Which is just beautiful as this is happening within us and happening around us. Okay. Definitely so. So this confrontation is really just, uh, I believe, I believe it's because these portals are closing. I've been telling you guys for a long time, divine feminines, many of us are aligned to an inauthentic masculine. And this is what I'm feeling. Our true protector, our true essence, our true divine masculines are coming against and opposition to the inauthentic one. And there's this coming together. This is coming together of what? Of the Sacred Heart, of the Merkaba activation, the transformation, the ascension, the rising up, the coming together of the masculine and the feminine. Thank you for the first time and I heard this a couple days ago, in 14,000 years. 14,000 years. This is a becoming and an unbecoming, a renewal, a shift, and it's symbiotic in nature. It's symbiotic. As it affects me, it's a chain link. So both people interact. So something that heals within me sparks this within another, which then sparks within another, and it's a chain reaction. That's the movement. That's the movement. Okay, the power of the movement, the flash, the light, the speed of light. Anything else coming through? I was just like random things coming through. So, oh my gosh, so much has come through today. This is my message I have for you guys, the 4x4. So, how can you use this energy? I believe what's coming here, okay, before we end this, 4x4, I was getting in the diagram the left and then the cross and then the right. And so let's just take one more time to look. This is what's coming up to really guide the divine feminine energies. Okay, this is what's coming up. Archangel Michael, Jesus energy, this up leveling, rebirth, this anchoring of light. Okay, this is what's coming up for the masculine energies. The 4th house, retrogrades, seeing yourself in a new light, this coming together, this huge portal close, which started over a year ago. I saw it start over a year ago. That's when I started sharing my quest. the huge portal in Egypt that had the dragon, this huge, like dragon like lizard like energy coming through. And, you know, it's closing. It's like we're going backwards in a way, in unbecoming to a new becoming. Just gorgeous. Okay, so what's going to guide this? Our hunger of the quest, our hunger of the possibilities, our openness. Okay, our openness to see the connection within all things, to see that it is not as simple as we start, but at the same point in time, that when we start, we just walk the path. We just walk the path. So I hope that this message finds you beautiful. Come join. We're going to be doing a carnelian and peony. That's what the angels wanted me to do for the new moon. And we're going to be doing it after the full new moon energy is over. So it's going to be, I believe, on Friday. Let me look at my calendar. I'm working on my food truck now, guys, and I gotta just tell you, I'm like, what day is it? I have no idea. So I'm gonna do it on the 24th. So today is the 22nd. So yeah, Friday, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm gonna post it here. I'm gonna do it on Zoom. The last one was so amazing. Come get familiar with what these attunements are. It's just a meditation with powerful carnelian energy, which is huge for the sacral chakra. And it's this warming, it's this beautiful warm meditation. And then the peony is actually helps to let go of some subconscious scripts, to erase, to help. You know what it's like a a reformatting of the disc, a reformatting of the disc. And since we had all those re's come in for pile number 3, I'm thinking you're going to love it. Okay, so come join us. It is free. It's just something I do have service. The angels are calling for us to do it, and I can't wait to connect with you all. Until next time, I thought I was going to go live with a couple insights. It's just things are getting a little busy, but I do believe I'm going to be seeing y'all here real soon. I've got a couple oracles that are waiting to sneak up. So I hope to chat with you soon. I hope you found some beautiful messages here. I know that I feel amazing, and that made it all worth it. Have yourself a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.